Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading. Remember, it will not resonate with all Geminis. Some of you are dealing with the Hermit card. Maybe you're kind of going within, finding new energies and hopefully positive energies for Gemini. Strength, trying to regain strength. Is that why you're the Hermit? Positive energies and new energies for Gemini, the full Celtic cross. Also remember, this may not resonate with all Geminis, but I do try to get the majority of you. And I always look for a positive reading. Let's see. You feel like you're not getting your happily ever after. Maybe that's why you're going within. Maybe that's why you're becoming the hermit, and maybe losing some strength. Maybe you're trying to regain strength in a situation. Current environment, I'm getting that for everybody. It does not matter how many times I shuffle and I knock on them 3 times, knock on these 3 times, it knocks the energy, the previous energy out of it. But the Empress, growth and blessing. So it seems to be the stalker card for a lot of the zodiac signs, where there's growth coming in now. What's crossing it for you, you feel like you're not getting a victory of some sort. You feel like you're not winning still, even though there's blessings coming in. Realize that there are blessings still coming in, even though you feel like they are not. What is crowning you? A lot of options, a lot of offers possibly with the 7 of Cups, maybe even confusing offers. Foundation is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This could be dealing with the earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or messages that have to do with finances that you're waiting on. It seems like they're never going to come. Sometimes you're dealing with like younger people that need to be more practical in their lives. But I'm going to go ahead and clarify a lot of these, and it may change the story up and add a lot more information, so stick with me. In the past, you did gain some independence and maybe even gain some money for some of you. A lot of you would just be like independence or going for your overall wealth with the 9 of Pentacles, like I said. In the very near future, you may get a message of an emotional message, one you like, one that has a lot of feeling to it. Like I said, it's really emotional. It could have to do with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone, like I said, young at heart. We'll find out what that's about. Like I said, I'm going to clarify, but it's coming in the very, very near future. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe is a 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands in reverse. You may be feeling like you don't want to work on something. Maybe the universe saying, don't think too hard on something, because it'll just make a burden for you. What is coming towards you? The Knight of Cups, great card, really great card, good omen. So something's going to be offered to you, Gemini, something you like, love, could be gifts, can be love itself, or friendships. Your hopes and fears is a Knight of Swords. This could be you. You know, you could be taking on this energy. It is a type of air sign energy, but it could be also someone that wants to go forward quickly and forcefully if they have to. They are in the upright, and this is what maybe you're hoping to go forward on something. Like I said, we'll clarify. In the end, you're going to release a burden. And it does say, don't work on something so hard to create a burden, but you do, it seems to collaborate with that you release a burden of some sort. And we'll find out what it is now. But I'm going to go back to the beginning. You think you're not getting a victory, even though you are getting a blessing. It doesn't feel like it's there. Let's find out why you're feeling this way. I need 2 cards for the Empress and the 6 of Wands. Why are you there? 2 cards, please. Knight of Pentacles. I think you're thinking something is too slow, and you're trying to break free. You may feel like with the 7 of Swords in reverse, someone's trying to get by with something, so you're being very watchful that no one does. But it's like things are moving very slowly. And the reason why I'm thinking you think someone's being kind of sneaky or trying to get by with something, because I see what crowns you is the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups can be a little bit of deception, you know, of things offered to you, or things offered to you that aren't always on the up and up, or very clear, you know, in what they're wanting from you. So the 7 of Cups in the upright. 2 cards, please, for Gemini. Yeah, someone's offering you something, but you don't know if you want to collaborate with it. You're getting an offer, okay? It's a stable offer. But next to it is a Three of Pentacles, where someone may not want to work with it. You don't trust it for some reason. You may think it's too slow. There's something just not right with it. As the Foundation, you got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Remember, I told you that could be something that has to do with stability and, you know, finances in itself. So I need 2 cards for the Page of Pentacles in reverse. 2 cards, please, for Gemini. Yeah, you may cut something out. You may tell them, because someone's wanting you to invest in something possibly, or they're wanting to give you some money. But with the Ace of Swords, you may not accept it. You may not accept it at all. You may not trust it, like I said. You may think something is a little underhanded. Now, in the past, you got the Nine of Pentacles, and I told you what that's about. It's like getting independence. It's getting more finances, or going for your overall stability. It's right before you get it. So 9 of Pentacles in the past position. I need 2 cards, please. 2 cards, please. I want to know why you're there. You got to make your requests known when you're doing tarot. Yeah, it's like you're going forward with something. I see you here. You got the Knight of Swords here. You got the Knight of Swords here. You're definitely your energy, where you're going straight forward to something. And you don't mind cutting things out in contracts that don't work out. With the Hierophant in reverse. If you feel like someone's not telling you something that is prosperous for you, you do cut it out. I noticed that in a lot of your past readings also. But in the very near future, you're going to get an offer. You are going to get an offer. Something is coming towards you, something that I think you'll like. But I need 2 cards to make sure. So 2 cards for the Page of Pentacles in the very near future. Very near future for Gemini. Yeah, someone's trying to move on from a troubling situation, from a troubling situation with you, and they're having trouble. They're not able to do it. With the 6 of Swords, they can't move on. Could have to do with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles can be an earth sign, but they're in the upright. They're trying to make things right. So I think this has a lot to do with this person that is coming towards you, is offering you something. It could be a water sign, but it also could be an earth sign, or someone very practical, like I said, and they can't move on from a situation with you. They just can't leave it. It could be this person that's trying to offer you something, even though you may not trust it and consider it like kind of sneaky. This person, they just can't move away from you. Maybe it's a new person, you know, but I don't think so, because I got the 6 of Swords in reverse. They can't move on just yet. They can't go away just yet. They need for you to accept an offer from them. Maybe it's an apology, you know, maybe someone did something to you. I don't know. You can leave it in the comments if I have them open, but I'm just feeling this person wants you to accept this cup from them. Now, possible future outcome advice from the universe is the 9 of Wands in reverse. And 9 of Wands in reverse is right before someone takes on a burden. Well, not in reverse. In reverse, I'm considering not taking a burden. So it could be the universe saying, don't stress yourself out over things that aren't necessary, things that you should drop, which it seems like you do. So the 9 of Wands in reverse, I need 2 cards for Gemini. 2 cards, please. Yeah, it's saying, oh yeah, you may end something that is not worth working on. It's too hard to work on. Like I said, a burden. I'm not thinking it's the person. I'm thinking it's just things that got you weighed down that you may release. It could be this person, but I see him in the upright wanting to offer you something really good, but you may turn it down, because I see the ending card here, you know, the death card. For whatever reason, it's like you're not trusting them in something. Yeah, someone's very disappointed. Someone's trying to come out of disappointment with you. The Knight of Cups is trying to come out of disappointment. Even though I didn't call that, I felt it needed to be there as it popped out. That's the 5 of Cups in reverse, by the way. So someone was wanting to come out of disappointment. That's usually the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups in the upright and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Why are you coming towards Gemini? I need 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Let's rock the boat here. Let's find out why they're disappointed. Because they can't talk to you. You're not talking to them, and they do want you to work on it with them. Here, the universe is like saying, someone was betrayed too. the universe is saying the Nine of Wands in reverse is here. Don't even contemplating on something, or you may not want to contemplating on something, not work on it because something is over. But I'm seeing someone really wanting to work on it with you. They're disappointed. You won't talk to them, or they can't communicate with you, and they really themselves want to work on a situation with the Nine of Wands. They're looking at you going, can't we just work on this situation? But for some reason you don't trust them. Now, your hopes and fears are the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a good energy in the upright. And you got, you're going forward with something like I said. But I need 2 more cards for the Knight of Swords in the hopes and fears for Gemini. 2 more cards, please. Yeah, you're just wanting happiness and you're wanting a new start yourself. But I don't know if it's with this person or maybe you're putting away burdens of arguments for some of you. Because I see a lot of offers coming this way, but I also see you not trusting in everybody. But your hope is to have a happy home. 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands in the upright, a starting of a new passionate beginning. And this is all your, I don't think you're fearing it. Well, maybe you are fearing it. Or some of you could be fearing to start something new with somebody or a situation. But it's like some of you may be buying a new home too. Or attempting to, thinking about it. Just stating that. But in the end, you release a burden. You release something that's been weighing you down. So let's find out what it is. Maybe you're releasing arguments. Maybe you're releasing a person. Maybe you're releasing a job. You're becoming more balanced with the Temperance in the upright. So you're working on hard on the things you need to and releasing burdens that aren't worth it. Some things you'll work hard on, and other things you're just going to release altogether. So the 10 of Wands in reverse and the Temperance in the upright while you're there. It's a final outcome for Gemini. You can't even hardly see all this. Let me get this there. I'm sorry about that. While you're there for Gemini. Empress, you get blessings. You got it here too, didn't you? Yep. So blessings are coming in. You can release the burdens. Go for the things you're wanting. It'll be different for a lot of people. Some of you may accept this from the Knight of Cups and put away burdens you're having with the Knight of Cups. No more arguments and stuff. Others will be ending something totally with somebody because they don't trust it. They don't think they'll get a victory. Someone is having trouble moving on from you. I'm not even going to kid you. But like I said, you're going to let them know what you're wanting, that's for sure. But the universe is saying, release burdens, release situations that are no longer viable, But you are getting blessings coming in. You're getting more balance. And like I said, burdens will melt away, okay? And it looks like you're coming out of taking a break. Maybe some of you took a long break from somebody or a situation. With the 4 of Swords in reverse. Now I'm going to give you a love reading. I'll be right back. I need 3 cards for a love reading for Gemini. Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini. Need a love reading. 3 cards, please. If you need more, I'll pick more. But usually this tells us enough. It may relate to the reading that we just had, or it may totally give something else. It says to retreat. In the past position to retreat. It looks like that's what you did. It's time to disconnect from the world. Remember I told you were coming out of taking a break? So in the past position, you did make a retreat, or someone retreated with you. But it's at current environment saying to talk to somebody, have a heart-to-heart. Discuss honestly what your feelings are with each other, or with what you're feeling. But there is deception at the end. It shows deception. So some of you will have deception. You're thinking someone's going to wear a false mask. So some of you may end something with somebody. It doesn't mean that they're actually deceiving you. It just means that that's what you're feeling. You feel like someone is not telling you everything. And you may let them know it. Remember I said that. You weren't trusting it with the 7 of Cups and that 7 of Swords in reverse. You weren't trusting something. So it says to have a heart-to-heart because you're thinking there are deceptions. So that's probably why you retreated in the first place. So it's up to you what you do with this. You could take on this person, talk to them, or you can just, leave them in the dust, I do not feel like they're trying to be deceptive the way the cards are reading, and or maybe they had a bit of a change of heart. Maybe there's been a misunderstanding. Maybe some of you, they did deceive you. But I'm just saying they were in the upright. and I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to upload this as soon as I can. It's been kind of like YouTube's going through a lot of changes, so you got to be careful how you upload, and plus I've been sick, and I can't take medicines at the same time as read, so I got to do it slowly, and I want to give you the right reading. Well, that is it, and I'll upload it as soon as I can, and I'll talk to Gemini later. Bye.